Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. Bad or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay, we're leaving.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. So, alright. This is pretty cool.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is pretty interesting. This is definitely a very different game. Now I know that I'm a little late to this game. I'm like 2.5 years, almost 2.5 years late to this game. But nevertheless, I did want to record it because if you haven't seen it, then this will be interesting for the both of us. Alright, so basically we have a monologue here, and it's locked, I think. Yeah, it's locked. Alright. Oh, room 420. Everything is locked.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now, this kind of seems like they want me to do the opposite on purpose. So I'm going to take the left. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, dark room. This is never a good sign.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
There's slides on this side. Charts and slides and slides. This is... So it's like basically telling me everything that... This is pretty cool. You know what it kind of reminds me of is that Jim Carrey movie, what is it called? I figured there would be something in here, but I guess not. The broom closet. Hang on real quick. Make sure there's nothing in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm not gonna listen to that. There
was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
Now you're being a little...
reason to still be here.
It's a little suspicious how you keep mentioning that there's nothing in the broom closet.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
What?
He wasn't doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he's justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
What is FA? FA. Fat ass?
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because you're making it a big deal that I'm in here, so it's pretty interesting.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
Yeah,
But
but
it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
really? Nothing?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't even talk like that. I'm not British.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Are you-
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Okay, we're leaving. Okay, I'm sorry. Jeez, you're freaking mean. I didn't even do... What did I do wrong?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I am gonna go upstairs. I'll go upstairs, see what's up here. It's locked. Of course it is. It's this way. Executive bathroom? I want to go to the bathroom. Very nice. Very fancy. Secretary? Secretary. Whoa.
Stepping into his manager's
Whoa.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
None
Shocked,
whatsoever.
unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Well, you kind of just told me, so obviously I do know. But how do you know if it's super secret? You're just the narrator. Did he tell the narrator?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
That's awesome. Why did that shut down? That's kind of weird. Okay, so yeah, this kind of reminds me. What is that story? What is that movie called? The Truman Show with Jim Carrey. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Like his whole life is just a TV show, and he finds out that we're going down, I guess, because there's no up button.
Ascending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay. I certainly did. Escape? I could totally go that way and just escape. They're both like really... I don't want it to end though. I don't know. I'm gonna go in Mind Control Facility. Maybe I'll... Okay. I don't like that. Okay, Mind Control Facility.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I'm afraid to do this, but okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
See if we can find me. What's that noise? Alright, we're gonna go. We're leaving. We're getting out of here. That was...
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? Okay. That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Freaking out. Okay, so... Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Utterly blind. That's the only way we can go.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I'm gonna keep looking around here. If I can't find anything, then I'll go upstairs. Nothing. Alright, I'm not gonna press any more of that stupid crap. Yeah. Everything's disconnected, which means that I can't actually... I'm not gonna even try pressing anything. Mind controls ideal. Awaiting input. Okay, well, I can... No, I'm not gonna... No, I'm not going up there. I'm going this way. I'm not even gonna waste my time. Okay. This is where we find out, guys. This is it.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
And here we go. Off. Oh God. What did I do? What's going on? Hello? Hello?
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Okay. Was it over?
Probably not, because that'd be a really short game.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
You're messing with me right now.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
What do you mean?
Where had his co-workers gone?
What do you
How
mean?
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Why?
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
There's no way.
And that was all he needed to know.
Yeah, it's just going to be
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
What?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I can't believe I beat it. Alright, so this time I'm just gonna like zoom through the entire thing going the other direction. for everything. We're gonna make this part.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What's this?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Has everybody just left their...
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Because of me. You're an ass.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left
Don't
to get back to business.
Ass.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Got back on track. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get back on travel. We're going down. I'm yelling timber. Loading.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Nope.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Yep.
So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
from here it's,
From here it's, left.
It's left? Okay, I'm gonna go right. Nope, guess not. Alright, we're going left.
Oh, no.
What?
No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Well, don't... You're gonna...
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was
I don't know!
thinking?
Why are you
It's
asking?
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Dude, I don't care. Are you looking for it? You son of a bitch. Study this beforehand.
Went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Towards the truck. Great. Anybody in there? Hello? Hello? Okay, I guess we're going down. More. Perfect.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
I'm not closing my eyes.
We just have to get back to,
No.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track,
You don't do that.
Okay, from the top.
Nope. No. If you do want to see if there's any more different pathways I can take, and you want to see that, leave it in the comments. Subscribe. Let you know all the updates to this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name, once again, is Not, and I will see you next time.